Thank you all very much for coming today. And on behalf of our Easter Seal kids and our families, I'd like to thank you for coming today. You're going to hear from two of our great kids in a few minutes, but I want to talk to you a little bit about what Easter Seals does and why it's so important in the community to raise funds. So excuse me, I'm going to read this because we've had to change some new things this year with Easter Seals as covering because some of the needs have got a lot different than they were even 2 years ago. So caring for a child with physical disabilities is expensive. It can cost more than $40,000 a year to meet just the basic needs for a child with a severe disability. This does not include extra family expenses such as home renovations, adaptive equipment, adaptive vehicles, time away from work and home for medical appointments and surgery, cost of caregivers, to name a few. Of the families who requested financial assistance from Easter Seals in 2017, 45% had a total annual income of under $40,000. 24% had a total family income of under $20,000. That is because in most cases, mom or dad stays home because it's very difficult to get care for kids with physical disabilities. Customized wheelchairs and walkers ensure children's safety. It's a must for our kids. We've got a wheelchair here, we've got a walker here. They don't get around without it. Custom orthotics, such as angle foot orthotic, are custom equipment that help children maintain a range of motion and prevent falls. Standards are essential to enable children to weight bear and build stronger bones and muscles. Customized commodes ensure children's safety and support bowel and bladder control. Bath chairs and life support, safe transfer for children from wheelchair to bath and shower. None of those sound pretty, but that's the way of life for kids with physical disabilities. That's their home. So you're going to hear a little bit as we grow with Easter Seals and grow with this event. You're going to hear more stories from Casey and from Shamal on what it's like to be an Easter Seal child, what their families go through, what their friends go through. Because if you took a second right now and closed your eyes, tell me how many of your houses would allow some of our kids with physical disabilities to come to visit? Probably not very many. How many of your cottages would allow our kids with physical disabilities to come and visit? Not very many. So our kids with physical disabilities, their life becomes very much alone. And that's one of the things that these kind of events, they raise money, and Century 21's helped to send our kids to physically disabled camps for 10 days. That's a life for them. So both of our kids are going to tell you stories about them, and they're the ones you really want to hear between Casey, Shamal, and Wendell Clark. That's the three guys you want to hear from now. So I'm going to turn this over to Casey. You're all going to have to listen a little bit carefully because Casey's voice is not that loud, and neither is Shamal's, okay?